Fasten your seatbelt. It's the 30-second Take podcast, where two people face off in a digital duel. The podcast begins in 3, 2, 1.
Hello! March Madness called, and it wants its All-Stars back. I'm pretty sure that's because we have them all. Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Gustafson, and this is episode 20 of the 30-Second Take podcast. Today, we have 16 inspiring educators who will each bring you their take on a single guiding question, and they will each do it in 30 seconds or less. Fasten your seatbelts. Here is that guiding question. What is the greatest Cinderella story yet to be told in education? You got that? All right, we're going to kick things off with our friends from the West Coast. Let me introduce you to Amy Fadegi, Craig Yen, Kenneth Durham, and Adam Welcome. And remember, you'll be voting for just one of these Edu All-Stars to move forward into the next round. You can cast your vote on Twitter using hashtag 30second take. In all, you'll be able to vote for 4 people, 1 from each region. So here is that first region. West Coast, you got this? All right, take it away.
The Cinderella story yet to be told in education is the story of our support staff. The custodian who stops to tie the shoe of a 7-year-old, the lunch lady who sneaks extra food to a hungry child, the instructional aide who takes an extra moment to connect with a student, and the office manager who gives out free hugs all day long. Now that's a Cinderella story worth sharing.
That Cinderella story that's yet to be told within education right now is the story of the student. Let's show them the power of being connected. Let's allow them to connect with outside experts and share their learning with the world. Let's make that learning experience authentic and real. Let's share their projects and broaden that audience to show them the power of being connected.
Connectedness. Since becoming a connected educator, I've increased my ability, talent, and most importantly, my confidence when it comes to being an educational leader. Whether I'm connecting with my PLN, learning how to make better decisions in schools, or learning about student voice and blogging in classrooms. The issue is, connected educators are in the minority, and in this case, you are the fairy godmother. How will you help connectedness find its glass slippers?
I have our Roadrunner friend, meep, meep, and Callie here. And the Cinderella story in education is student voice. And more importantly, student social media voice. Putting students in charge of telling a school story and documenting what happens each and every day. All the edu-awesome in schools. Please meet our John Sweat social media interns, Sully, meep, meep, and Callie.
This is madness. Great takes, West Coast, great takes. Let's move into the Midwest, where Jason Bretzman, Teresa Stager, Ben Gilpin, and Jason Wenschlag are going to be squaring off. Remember, you'll be able to vote for one of our Midwest friends by mentioning their name on hashtag 30second take on Twitter as well. Voting will be open through March 19th. So, Midwest, do us proud. What is the greatest Cinderella story yet to be told in education? Let's hear it, Mr. Bretzman.
Out of nowhere, personalized professional development has taken on and won against the traditional dynasty of one-size-fits-all PD. Admins, coaches, integrators, and teachers have toppled the twin towers of PowerPoint and boredom and successfully replaced them with choice. Districts are benching benchmarks and meeting every educator where they are to help them move forward at their pace. Teachers are learning what they need via Twitter, Hangouts, EdCamps, and more, because every one of them is a primetime and all-the-time performer. Gotta get a personalized PD, baby!
Music education for every child in every school. We know a lot of the benefits of music education, like teamwork and self-confidence, risk-taking, building a sense of achievement, coordination. But think about the lesser-known benefits: engagement in school, success in society, higher standardized test scores, teaching discipline, emotional development, and developing creative thinking, which prepares them for the future creative economy we're going to have. Imagine the Cinderella stories we could tell if we provided that for our students.
Hello! I'm back. The greatest Cinderella story yet to be told in education is schools and families coming together as one and focusing on the whole child.
Everybody loves Cinderellas in March Madness. Me, I like the comeback kids. You look back to the 70s and 80s, vocational education was really popular. Kids were coming to high schools or leaving for two-year schools, a lot of them, and they were looking at industrial trades and starting their careers in the high school. We got away from that for a little while, and now we're starting to see pathways, career and technical education, and these are the career fields and jobs that are a reflection of the information age and some real high-level stuff. So relevancy is coming back in that form. That's my comeback kid.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Midwest strong. Let's segue to our friends from the East Coast. I'm talking about Lynn Hilt, Tony Sinanis, Stephen Weber, and Sarah Thomas. What is the greatest Cinderella story yet to be told in education? Lynn, you got this?
In education, we've gotten a little lost, but it's time for us to find our way. Do we see what they see? When their eyes shine, do we recognize it? Do we know what they should know? Do we feel what they should feel? Do we understand how they need to work together and use technology to access the world? It's time for us to put kids first. Education for the win. Let's give our schools back to kids.
Hi, my name is Tony Sinanis, and I'm the lead learner here at Canning Elementary School. And the Cinderella story that has yet to unfold in the world of education is that we will come to an understanding that teachers cannot be reduced to a number. We cannot use student scores on a standardized assessment to evaluate a teacher. One day, one moment in time is not the best way to assess what a child has learned, what a teacher has taught, and what a school has accomplished. We need to focus on relationships, not numbers.
Coach, what's your game plan?
I'll tell you what our game plan is. This year we're moving to the 4 C's. 4 C's of critical thinking. Then we're going to move to creativity. We like the 4 corners here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We're going to move from there to collaboration. And then all of our students need to be communicators. When we put all that together, we're going to have the 4 C's. The 4 C's are going to help all of our K-12 students move to college and career readiness. And that is the greatest Cinderella story yet to be told.
Hey, everybody. The best Cinderella story ever told is still a work in progress. Now, let me tell you a little bit about it. It features 2 awesome characters, and they go by the name of You and Me. Now, in 2015, we have access to all of these great tools that allow us to collaborate and to connect so that we can work together to best meet the needs of all of our students and all students all around the world. So let's come together and let's write the best story possible.
That was nothing short of inspirational. Thank you. Thank you, East Coast. Remember, everyone, you can vote for one person from each region. It's time to head south, where we'll hear from Franz Davis, Amanda Dykes, Daisy Dyer-Dewar, and Charles Cooper. They will be sharing their Cinderella stories with you, and then we'll break this thing down. Take it away, Franz.
Cinderella story, something that we definitely denied, but then when we finally let it in, it completely rocked the way we do things. And that for me is creativity. There was a time when we weren't talking about it at all. We weren't doing it. We were doing whatever was in the textbook or what was handed to us. And now we're having kids write stories, publish, write songs, code, make, design games. They're doing all of these incredible things. Oh, and also build puppets. But it's because we finally have allowed creativity into learning.
The greatest untold story in education happens every single day. Every day a kid walks into a classroom and doesn't feel good enough, doesn't feel loved, doesn't feel successful, and a teacher's there to show them how it is to be loved, to show them that they are successful, to show them how smart they are, and help them find who they are. That's a success story. When they walk out feeling like the 69 Jets or the 1980 U.S. hockey team or Cinderella or even Vivian Ward, that's when we have a success story.
My Cinderella story in education is internet connectivity for all students. Connectivity makes it possible for students, regardless of socioeconomic status or if they live in the middle of rural nowhere Arkansas, to obtain the same amazing education, the same resources that any student anywhere in America or any country anywhere can receive. So again, my Cinderella story is connectivity.
Check out this fork. Gravity does what it does. The rest of the universe, stars, animals, seasons, they do what they do because there's a tyranny embedded within nature. And yet somehow, inside of human beings, we have this idea of freedom and choice. The greatest Cinderella story yet to be told is the emancipation of the human soul from the rest of the universe through proper education so that we can become more of who we were meant to be.
Yes! That's it! That was the opening round of our March Madness series. The rest, it's up to you. Go to Twitter, send a tweet with one person from each region that should move forward to our Final Four. Whose 30-second take resonated? Who surprised you? Who brought the passion? Share your votes via the hashtag 30second take. You can also post your very own 30-second take to the hashtag using Twitter's new video feature. Again, share what resonated. Or what do you feel is the best Cinderella story yet to be told in education? We want to hear from you. We want you to vote for up to 4 of our Edu All-Stars, one from each region. This is going to be good.